Hello guys, and welcome back to another interesting video. And today we have this Infinix device. A technician brought this phone in and he told me that this phone is having issues with, when you power it on, it automatically switches off after it shows the Infinix logo. All right, this is the problem. So, and also when you also plug it into a charger, it also doesn't charge. So the phone powers on, shows the Infinix logo, and trips back off. And when you look at the charger meter, once the logo pops up, it goes back off. So just like the way you're looking at it right now. So this is the problem. If you're interested in our online training, please DM us on the numbers on the screen. You're going to be able to join the online training or physical training. You're going to you're going to become a better technician. All right, now pay close attention at the reading on the charger meter. 0.5 dropping 0.6, goes back to 0.0 right there. So it continually does this. The phone doesn't charge, the phone doesn't power on. Once it powers on, shows the Infinix logo, it trips back off. Are you a technician? You are facing this type of problem? This is the best video for you on how to troubleshoot and repair this type of problem. All right, so pay close attention. All right, if you're interested in our online training, please DM us on the numbers on the screen. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this video, to this channel right away. All right, look at that Infinix, and it trips off even with the DC power supply. The battery does that, the DC power supply also does that. Just take a look at it again. All right, let's take it to this power supply. I want to show you some readings on this power supply. Look at that reading right away. 0.5, you see, go to 0, drops down to 0.4, drops down to 0.2, and drops back to 0.00 right away. So the first time we're going to be doing is physical inspection. After that, I'm going to head up to my schematic diagram and look for the battery battery terminal ways, especially the button. All right, especially. All right, look at the values of the resistors around it with my schematic diagram. If you want to learn how to use schematic diagram to troubleshoot each problem you're having with your devices, please join our online training or you come for physical training. All right, either of the two is very, very effective. All right, so now with this type of problem, it is common with phones that the button or the NTC is not okay. So with the schematic diagram, I'm going to take some readings right away. All right, the voltage drop is 0.4 on the VBAT line. All right, now taking voltage reading on the NTC or the button line, and it's not reading at all. Going to the resistor up above, there is no reading. The test point also is not giving any reading from the multimeter. So that means there is an open circuit. All right, there's an open circuit as well. There's a missing component as well. So obviously the resistor is missing on that path, and I'm going to be looking for a donor board to get a resistor of 1K. All right, so we're going to replace, we're going to put the resistor value of 1 kilo ohms on that missing part. So that's what I'm going to be doing right away, and let's see if the phone is going to work. If it doesn't work, we're going to move on to the next thing. All right, just pay close attention. This is how to do troubleshooting step by step. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of flux and soda paste, and I'm going to prep the pad where the resistor is going to sit. I don't need my airflow, I don't need my hot station to do this. My sodium ion is enough, and I want to pay close attention at the readings right away. All right, let's go back to the multimeter and the red probe on ground, the black probe to take reading, and you can see we can have 1.447448 thereabout. That means the circuit is properly closed. That's as simple as ABC. If you have not hit the like button yet, please make sure you hit the like button right now and subscribe to this channel. Let's take another reading. For those that missed the first reading, look at that. Previously it was not reading at all. Now it's giving us reading. So after replacing, after installing the resistor, the missing resistor on the on that path, okay, that goes straight to the bat on line. All right, if you want to learn how to use schematic diagram, to troubleshoot phones like this, please join our online training, and we're going to train you on how to use schematic diagram to repair most problems. I'm going to drop another video on my second channel regarding this particular problem on a different device. I'm going to show you how I was able to repair. So make sure you go subscribe to our second YouTube channel. Okay, we can see from the charger meter 1.3 amps right there, 1.1 amps, and it's now charging. Now we are one step ahead, and now let's power on the phone. Remember, once it shows the Infinix logo, it goes back off. And now let's take a look at it right now. The Infinix logo is not powering off anymore. It stays longer than before. All right, let's see if the phone is going to boot up to the main menu. Let's go. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and if you're interested in online training demos on the numbers on the screen. See you in another video. Peace.